In 2017, a mega tsunami struck the coast of Greenland. Nature's wrath manifested as a wave cresting at 90 meters. By the time it reached a small local village, it was 10 meters high, but that was enough to wash away most of it. The cause was actually an equally massive landslide. A tremendous amount of rock slid into the water, triggering a tsunami. India's Ganges River is not only incredibly wide, but also immensely powerful. The waves here can sometimes swell in ways you wouldn't see in every sea. We usually think of fire as a destructive force, but water can be just as devastating, sometimes even more so. It might seem like these people are inaugurating a new river, but it's actually a flood. The water is quickly reclaiming the space, as if it had always been there. A truly massive flood occurred in Uzbekistan in 2020. The disaster happened when a reservoir breached. The consequences are clear from satellite images. Not only were populated areas of Uzbekistan flooded, but the water even reached neighboring Kazakhstan. This town in Colorado just can't catch a break. First, forest fires swept through the area, and then, before the ground could recover, water rushed in. The scorched earth couldn't absorb the water properly. And chaos took over the town. Here's some recent footage from Poland. In 2024, a local town was inundated with water. The cause wasn't heavy rain, but a dam failure. The reservoir couldn't handle the powerful water flow, which was moving faster than it could manage. As a result, the water eroded the embankment and streams rushed into nearby settlements. When the water finally receded, the dramatic aftermath of nature's fury became clear. From the approaching stream, you might have guessed that this is the Ganges River again. The waves here are as big as those in the ocean. Take a look. The excavator driver certainly deserves a medal for attempting to clear debris from the road, as he did so at a great personal risk.
Guarda, guarda ragazzi, mamma mia.
This flooding occurred in Italy in 2018. The cause was relentless heavy rain. Fortunately, the disaster was addressed promptly and no one was hurt. Although the same can't be said for cars. Local parking lots became a grim sight.
Centinaia e centinaia di macchine bruciate.
This storm began in Greenland in 2013 and soon hit the UK coast. It resulted in the worst coastal flooding the country has experienced in 60 years. Seeing how harsh the elements can be, you might think twice before buying a seaside home.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here's a friendly reminder. Plan your beach vacations carefully. Pick the wrong season, and instead of relaxing, you might end up witnessing a mini tsunami like this one. Back in 2011, Hurricane Irene slammed into the Caribbean.
It hit the bridge. Look at that. That's why we don't know if a house is.
The damage added up to a staggering $10 billion, making it one of the most destructive hurricanes ever recorded. This is how the small Canadian town of Canmore prepared for flooding. A local creek overflowed its banks, and the rushing water eroded the ground right down to the foundations of houses. The town was even cut off from all roads for a few days. No one could leave or enter.
Still there. This house is made of this minor current block.
What makes this disaster especially frightening isn't just the rushing water, but what's in it. You're seeing the Canadian Tailings Pond Dam rupture. This facility stores radioactive, toxic, and other waste. There are hundreds of tons of lead, cadmium, and arsenic in that water, enough to fill 10,000 Olympic swimming pools. An investigation found that pool engineering was to blame. Sometimes, water just doesn't care about foundations. It'll sweep up a house like it's nothing. The beginning of a flood can be strangely captivating, even though it's incredibly dangerous. You can enjoy these massive waves in the Spanish city of San Sebastian. Even from a distance, they look incredibly huge. Back in 2014, parts of the UK started looking more like Venice. The weather was so intense that the barriers were barely holding up. Ice drift can be fascinating, but it's not always safe. In Russia, in a place called Velikyostok, the water levels rose so high that the ice decided to take a detour right onto land. The locals were scared, to say the least. The residents of this Russian town got a front row seat to nature's raw power. A mudslide swept through and took an entire bridge with it. Those containers were supposed to be shipping goods, but it looks like their final delivery is going to be this bridge right here. Mix a lot of water with plenty of rock, and you've got yourself a mudslide. It's like nature's attempt at making homemade concrete. Hurricane Nora hit Mexico in 2021 and really put things to the test. And this bridge got an F. The water ripped it apart like a kid playing with Legos. This bridge was meant for people to cross over the water, but when the water reached its level, the bridge was no match. And here's a clip from Russia. Watch as the sea casually rolls in and takes over the land like it's no big deal. In Peru, heavy rainfall transformed local streams into raging torrents. The city of Lima got a harsh reminder of nature's power. The ground was washed away right down to the foundations, and some houses collapsed entirely. This spot in Austria is usually a bustling ski resort, but right now, skiing is the last thing on anyone's mind. The local community found itself cut off from the world due to incoming water. Just look at that flooded bridge to get an idea of the mess they're dealing with. This flood is so bad, it's like the village was never there, and the houses were always in the middle of the water. But of course, that's not what happened. In no time, the local River Dee swelled so much that this tourist hotspot ended up underwater. This valley is located in Saudi Arabia. Sometimes it's fed by a local dam and turns into a river. When that happens, residents have to scramble to keep up with the water. Water isn't just cruel, it's also indiscriminate. It can turn even asphalt into a riverbed. When water starts folding buildings like they're made of cards, you realize just how much we underestimate its power. After a long drought, a hurricane hit Switzerland. Dry soil can't absorb large amounts of water quickly, so the water level rose rapidly. The relentless water took everything it could, resulting in a nearly 1-to-1 ratio of wood to water in the river. Water doesn't distinguish between things that move and things that don't. If it's in its way, it's going for a ride. Even the most adventurous thrill seeker wouldn't dare to raft on this channel. Such a turbulent current is unforgiving. El Paso is a city in the middle of the desert, but believe it or not, it is also affected by floods. And when it happens, it's terrifying to think about what that water can do.
This is my neighbor's yard that is close. Oh my god, they're gonna get home. Are you serious? Are you serious about this shit? Man, there's definitely flooding in that house. Oh man, this is bad. Thank God.
Damn. Wow, dude, look at that. That is a water treatment plant.
When the weather gets like this,
Underwater.
you probably wish you had a monster truck parked in the garage.
I could probably touch this water.
I think you're making me nervous. This ain't exactly what you want to be right now.
I know.
Yeah, Tom decided not to do it.
There is a 2-foot wake right there. Unbelievable, man. Holy sh! Made it. Oh.
Oh my God.
There's no worse captain for a ship than an element out of control. Just look at what this flood did to that poor boat. This happened this year in the state of Tennessee. Nature was clearly reminding everyone who's really in charge. It's incredible how nature can turn our man-made roads into brand new rivers. All it takes is a bit too much rain at once, and voila! That's exactly what happened in Spain this summer.
Madre mía.
Okay, what's the weather forecast?
You should go get. Slight chance of flash flooding, maybe.
Chance of flash flooding?
All right, we gotta move.
Okay, let's get out of here.
This flow just increased like.
Let's go, come on.
Take our video this
Let's go.
And this, if you get in that, you're not getting out.
Still filming?
Yeah, I'm filming the whole thing.
Excellent.
Even our most excellent escape.
At this rate, locals might want to trade in their cars for kayaks.